What's up, everybody? Ryan here, Ecom the Freedom. So I just wanted to give my take on something that's happened recently on eBay. Happened about a week ago, so maybe a little late to the party as far as talking about it amongst the eBay community. But eBay in the last week, a little over a week, 10 days or so ago, announced that they were going to remove the selling limits, I believe, on all eBay sellers. So if you look here at my messages, which I crudely blocked out my user information, but nonetheless, if you can see, we're excited to let you know we removed the selling limit from your account. I initially, of course, thought that I was special and that this was because of my tremendous history selling on eBay and so on and so forth. But then I looked online and saw many eBay groups I'm a member of. Everybody was posting the same thing. So, no, I'm not special as usual. But nonetheless, a real crusher there. No, I just kid. But point is that everybody apparently just policy site wide, eBay has removed selling limits from, I believe, all sellers. I assume. I don't know if maybe when you're a very new seller initially they still put some limit, or if it's just right out the gate. I would have to set up another test eBay account just to just to see. I mean, to check it out. I really don't know. Do some research about it. But the point is, if you already have an eBay account set up, you've already been selling or just have one set up, even to any capacity, a seller account, I believe you would be in the same situation currently, which means that you have no limit on how many items you can sell. And it's there's a great benefit to it as far as having no restriction, but you have to keep in mind, there is other things that come along with listing many items if you're not, especially if you don't have a store subscription. So, I mean, I think overall it's a great thing, but key, element obviously is this first bullet point here. So, there's no changes to your fees, even though your selling limit has been removed. There have been no changes to your fees, and insertion fees will be applied accordingly. Now, what do insertion fees mean? So, before eBay, they would put a limit on the amount of items that you would sell, and then in addition, they would charge an insertion fee to a certain amount. So let's see. I'm actually curious now. So, even though now you don't have a limit of how many items you can sell, or how many items you can list rather, because before eBay would put a limit based on your history and your experience basically selling on eBay, track record, if you will. They would put a limit as to how many items you can list. If you're a newer account, many times you would have a pretty low selling limit initially. You could only list, 100 or 200 to 250 was a pretty popular one. 250 items, or whatever, 10,000 a month or 20,000 a month, $25,000 a month of items listed at any one time in your store, revolving from a month to month basis. However, despite that, you could get a store subscription. There's ways around it. Obviously, if you're willing to spend money with eBay, you get a store subscription, and then, you would get more listings, perhaps, depending on the situation. But then, you would still be charged additionally for X. Like it would be a sliding scale as to what your insertion fees would be. The point I'm trying to make, because eBay's always had X amount of listings you could put up, regardless of what your selling limit is. So if your selling limit is 1,000 items, generally speaking, you would still have this same zero insertion fee listing limit of about 250. And then beyond that, you would have to pay. So if you have 1,000 items listed a month, and this is the real point I'm making in all this, if you have 1,000 items listed a month, okay, before they were only letting you list 250, you couldn't even list more if you wanted to. But now it's unlimited, so now you could list 1,000 if you want to, 2,000, 10,000, whatever. The cost that will come with that, you need to be aware of. It's not just a free for all and just, I'm gonna list 10,000 items. You can, but everything that is above the 250 item limit, or 250 listing fee limit on a revolving basis. So if you have 250 items that are listed as good till canceled, or 200, and then you throw in some auctions in there, you got to keep that in mind. Like if you add more on a month-to-month basis, you're going to start getting charged for those extras. So as I said, if you're listing, say, 1,000 listings, or you're listing 10,000 listings, you're going to have insertion fees for those listings on a revolving basis, and then at that point, you want to see if it makes more sense to get a store or what you're gonna do, in that front. But the point is, that's something to really be aware of with the whole now unlimited listing thing. I mean, it is a good thing. I think it's going to bring a lot of people wanting to list more and sell more on eBay. Hopefully, I think eBay has a good filtering process for most products these days. So, I don't think it's going to be a lot of, more garbage products than what there is in any marketplace. But the point is that I think that, it's a good thing overall. However, be cognizant of the other things that come with it as far as additional expenses. It's just going over the basic, I think it's the final value fees. They just have this posted on the same on the same site about insertion fees. So yeah, I mean, but that's basically really the main thing that I see in all this. So keep that in mind when you're listing. See, as I'm saying, this, if you want to read more, just go to customer service under selling fees and in the support section. But ebay.com/help. Yeah, right here. Good to cancel listings or fixed price listings that renew automatically once per calendar month. We charge an insertion fee and applicable option listing fees when you list your item for the first time, and each time it renews. These listings count towards your monthly zero insertion fees. So, as I said, anything over that 250 limit, you are going to be charged for it. So just keep that in mind when you are listing new products, and go ahead and take advantage. See what, definitely go out there, experiment. The insertion fees aren't much. I mean, let's click on it before I, let me see, insertion fees, final value fees. I wanted to just see what, oh, it's right there. Okay. No, it's final value fees, but insertion fee. Okay, so 35 cents per month per listing. Anything over 250. So right there. Insertion fee. This is other stuff. We're not, generally speaking, I mean, yes, you can sell anything on eBay, but me, myself, I don't talk about it. I've never sold anything of this sort, real estate or land or anything of that nature on eBay. Consumer goods, heavy equipment, no. So yeah, that's the main thing then. So a dispute fee. What is that? That's interesting. I didn't know about that. I'll have to make another video about this once I read into it. I don't know what this dispute fee is, but I don't know. That's interesting. I think it's only certain types of transactions. But so yeah, 35 cents per listing. So 35 cents per listing. So yeah, if you have 1250 just for simple math, so you have 1,000 listings over the 250 limit, then you're gonna be spending what? You're gonna be spending oh wow, that's quite a bit. Yeah, you're gonna be spending $350 a month. Yeah, so yeah, you definitely want to keep that in mind. Yeah, that's you definitely want to keep that. Wow, that's a lot. 35 cents per listing. Ooh, wow. Jeez. So yeah, that's why I say run your numbers. It sounds great that you can list anything and list as much as you want. That's awesome. That's a great thing. I don't want to take away from that, but I mean, yeah, again, like even 100 items over the 250. So you have 350, just as an example, times 0.35. It's $35 a month right there. Every month it's going to be charged to you, and you're going to be getting charged for it. And then, if you're talking about now 10 times that much, it's going to be $350. 1,000 over is what I'm talking about. It'll be 1,000 over the 250, and so on and so forth. If you're really going gung ho, 10,000 listings, just as an example, again, times 0.35, you're going to be spending $3,500 a month in revolving insertion fees. If you're going to list 10,000 items, definitely way before you get to that point, you should have a store subscription anyway. But yeah, definitely keep this in mind. I'm not going to continue carrying on this video about this, but just, yeah, definitely keep this in mind with the new unlimited selling selling items, I guess, restriction on eBay. I don't know how to word it. All right, guys, take care. Till next time.